Evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with another Hearthstone arena run. As always, I'm going to show you the draft and just a few games from this video to keep it short, and if you enjoy how the arena is going, you can go ahead and take a look at the rest of the games in the subsequent video, which will be posted. Now, right now, it's actually kind of funny. Let me show you this. My daily quests got win 2 with Hunter or Mage, or win 2 with Mage or Shaman, so I'm getting kind of a double whammy gold-wise here from the Mage. I don't know if that's intended or not, but we're going to go ahead and take advantage of it. Hopefully we don't suck so bad that we get 0 wins or 1 win. And let's go ahead and see how this goes. So, starting off with a pretty craptacular epic. This could have been an Ice Giant. This could have been a Pyroblast. Instead, it is this Garbo sauce. Doomsayer is way too unreliable. Ice Block is just bad. If you're taking fatal damage, this is not going to save you. Let's go ahead and take the Big Game Hunter. It's a 4-2 for 3, which isn't the end of the world, and sometimes it'll randomly kill something huge. Okay, Cone of Cold, fantastic card. These are both sort of mediocre. This is a mediocre mid-game card. This is a mediocre end-game card. We'll take the awesome spell. Alright, so tough call here between the Earthring Farseer and the Ooze. It's nice to have an out against weapons, but this is more generally useful, but you need to have an out against weapons, so we're going to take the Ooze here. Alright, well, the only playable card here... okay, I guess Mirror Entity is playable. It's just so random, I don't like it. This guy's garbage. I guess we'll take the Arcane Missiles. Sometimes it'll randomly kill stuff. That's fine. Frostbolt! Oh, so good. These both are very good creatures, but Frostbolt! Woo! Okay, so... we can go for this 2-drop. Now, Mages do have a lot of spells, so this can affect a lot of stuff. I mean, of my 5 picks, my first 3 were spells. But... I would say that overall the impact of this card in the game is pretty minimal. It's mainly just a 3-2 for 2 mana. This guy has the potential to impact the game a lot more because he'll kill something with the Divine Shield, and your opponent has to work hard or play a very specific cards in order to stop this from being a 2 for 1. So I'm actually going to take this guy. Now, if this were like an average or mediocre creature like the Shield Bearer, sure, we'll take the 3-2 for 2 that has a random benefit tacked on, but for the most part I'm going to say that the Silvermoon Guardian affects the game more. What is it with this garbage? Ice Barrier is a terrible card. It's 8 life for 3 mana, which is bad to begin with, and you have to activate it. This is one of the worst cards in the game. It's got terrible stats and nothing to back it up. Compare this to the Azure Drake. 5 mana, 4-4, but you could draw a card and spell damage +1. Now, when is that ever going to be worse than deal 3 damage to the enemy hero? Well, I guess it's when the enemy hero is at 3 life or less. But you get what I'm saying. For the most part, this is just so bad, it's hilarious. This guy, though, got respect for him. Let's go ahead and pick him up here. Okay, this guy is decent sometimes, but if I'm taking card draw, man, this is a bigger body. So it's okay, I'm going to go between the Gnomish Inventor or the Loot Hoarder. I think this guy's okay, but not as good as card draw. Let's go ahead and grab the Loot Hoarder. It just drops earlier. At the moment, I only have the Ooze, which I might not even want to play on turn 2 against a Warrior or a Rogue, so we'll take the Loot Hoarder just to make sure we have some 2-turn plays. Speaking of 2-turn plays, Amani Berserker is about the best one out there. Water Elemental, though, is really good. It's got the same stats as a Yeti, total, but it also has an ability. Oh, I would like to get some of these. So it's the early game card versus the later game card. Let's get the early game card. I really would like to have something to play on turn 2 besides Loot Hoarder, so we'll grab the Amani Berserker here. That is really superior. Alright, Blizzard! I've been complaining in my videos that all the mages I play against have Blizzards and I don't. This is a rare card, so you're not that likely to see it, but here we have it over total trash, so thank God this is here. And here we go. Gotta pick between the Azure Drake or the Pint-Sized Summoner. Well, the Pint-Sized Summoner will win you some games. Azure Drake is nice, spell damage is nice, card draw is nice, but Pint-Sized Summoner wins games more, I think. Alright, Mana Worm is cute, especially with Arcane Missiles. If you can, like, play Mana Worm and Arcane Missiles, then it becomes a 2-3, which is kind of neat. But Fireball. I think you have to take Fireball when it comes up. You just can't not take Fireball. Choice here between the Violet Teacher and the Argent Commander. We're almost halfway through the draft, and although the Violet Teacher is very good for mages, though I do have a lot of spells, I would like to have some kind of late game, so it's really important to pick this guy up, I think, since he is here. These guys are pretty mediocre, and Cone of Cold, I love it. I'll take a second one. Polymorph. Oh no! Why is everything in the same place? Oh, God, the pain. These are both like 2 of the best 4-drops in the game. But you can't pass up a Polymorph, it just answers everything. Alright, Dad is an Auctioneer. This is a card I really like. Mages do have a lot of spells, so especially if you can play a spell the turn you play him, he's already paid for himself, like an Azure Drake, and then play another spell, and you are making gold, money, cash, and dollars. Mind Control Tech, I have to give it a grudging respect. I used to really hate this card, but it sometimes does turn things around. However, this guy I think is just a lot stronger. Right, we have another epic. So we have Trash, Pyroblast. This is one of those times where I really want to make sure I don't misclick. Let's get that Pyroblast added on in there. Alright, we're more than halfway through the draft, still no late game to speak of. We got the Argent Commander, but he actually isn't the very big body. We need a big body, so although Arcane Missiles is neat and all, I think we need to take the Ventricle Mercenary here to make sure we have some big dudes. Now, Lord of the Arena, I really hate. How desperate am I for late game? Not desperate enough to take Lord of the Arena. We'll take the Sorcerer's Apprentice. So now I'm really wishing I had taken, that instead of the Samani Berserker, I had taken the Water Elemental. I'm getting a little heavy on 2 drops now, which is a little bit sad. But I get another Blizzard, so this draft is going just fine. I think that's okay. Okay, so interesting choices here. Acolyte of Pain is good for card draw. These are okay late drops. I might have to take one of these just because I'm missing big cards. Golly. Alright, we're going to take this card right here. Let's just open my last 10 cards to get some Boulder Fistokers or something. Okay, so I'm going to take the Frostwolf Warlord over the 3rd Cone of Cold because we need big dudes. And I'm getting a little heavy on the 5 drops. I don't know if that's quite right. I really don't like Arcane like that much. It works pretty well with the Gadsden Auctioneer. Then again, so does any spell. Some life gain would be nice to have. Let's take this. The Jungle Tiger's great. I have plenty of stuff that costs 5 mana. Let's get an early drop. Let's get some health gain, and we'll pick up the Voodoo Doctor right there. 2 Ventricle Mercenaries? Well, I think we need to. I think we're just running too low on late game here. Alright, the Raid Leader or more Arcane Missiles. Arcane Missiles is not super great. But again, neither is the... Well, we'll get this. I don't have any combat tricks. I didn't see any Shattered Sun Clerics, didn't see any Dark Iron Dwarf, so having a little bit of combat math in your favor would be nice. So here it's Fireball versus Silence. Sometimes the Silence is all you need, and then it leaves a body behind. Fireball doesn't leave a body behind, but it'll kill most things you want to silence. I'm going to take the Fireball here, especially because with Pyroblast and another Fireball in here already, it gives me kind of like an alternate win condition. Basically, you know, Fireball, Pyroblast is 22 damage, so if I can get all those cards, I might just be able to surprise win and beat my opponent that way. 3rd Cone of Cold or 2nd Sorcerer's Apprentice? Tricky question here. Boy, that's actually very tricky. I think I have too many 2 drops. Well, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really. Yeah, I only have 4. Okay, we'll take a 5th 2 drop. That's fine, I think. Yeah! Well, it's a good thing I passed on Arcane Missiles earlier. It's the only playable card here. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. We got a nice late game card there. That's really good. And we're ending on something that is not a late game card. I can't stomach this stuff. Oh my god. Well, okay, so this draft was both good and bad. It was good because I got a lot of the Mage cards, 2 Blizzards, 2 Fireballs, a Polymorph, and a Pyroblast. Missing Flame Strike, but I'm okay. If you have Blizzard, not having Flame Strike is alright. The real problem is lack of a late game. Really, really wish I had picked the Water Elemental over the Amani Berserker now. Because I have plenty of 2 drops, too many, and if I go into the middle game or the late game without enough drops, I'm going to be in serious trouble. Alright, Dextera the Warrior. I think Dextera would be a better name for a rogue, but that's just me. Okay, we don't need Pyroblast right now. Frost was a little too early, and the Raid Leader is a bit dicey. If I don't get any 2 drops, he's no good. So we're just going to pass everything except for the Arcane Missiles. This is not great at removing your opponent's turn 1 play. It only has a 50-50 shot, but it's better than 0% chance if he plays something like a Pine-Sized Summoner. Well, this is awkward. I've got removal out the Anus, but nothing to play. If this were not a warrior, I could play the Acidic Swampooze on turn 2, but against a warrior, I really need to hold that back for weapons. You just have to. You can't, yeah, you just can't play this randomly. Alright, we're going to drop the Amani Berserker. That was extremely timely. This is a very good situation for him. He can kill the Novice Engineer, take 1 damage, become enraged. Seems fine. If my opponent drops a Fiery War Axe, he'll kill 1 creature with it, but the Ooze will kill the Axe, so that's fine as well. Really, I'm just holding on to this all game. I am not playing this if I'm not killing a weapon. That is how important it is to kill weapons against warriors. Okay, that's a little bit of a lie. I might play it if I'm getting, like, desperate, but in general, I'm not going to play it unless I'm killing a weapon. Okay, so I get to play it now. I really hate it when you're a warrior and you've got the Fiery War Axe. Someone plays the Ooze, you're like, for a second, you're like, no, I'm just going to go ahead and kill that. And then it's like, nope, nope, actually, my weapon's dead. Let's take a 50... Well, hang on. I've got the Gadsden Auctioneer. So on turn 5, I can play it, coin Arcane Missiles, draw 2 cards. I think that is way better than a 50-50 shot of killing a Novice Engineer. So we'll just leave that alone. Going second when you're with the Gadsden Auctioneer is substantially better than going first, because you can coin out and play an extra thing. Oh my god, this guy's got weapons. Dare I say it, out the anus. Now luckily this thing only deals 2 damage, so it's not the end of the world. I could coin out the Gadsden Auctioneer right now, that would be quote-unquote stupid, so I'm missing a beat here. This is where the hole in my mana curve is really killing me. You can see that I saw in my mana curve I had very few 4-drops, and here's where it's biting me because I'm in trouble. So what we're going to do is damage this guy. Well, I can actually Arcane Missiles, see where they land. No, I want to save them for the Gadsden Auctioneer. Okay, so we're going to actually do this. The reason for that is it'll die to Blizzard that way. I haven't drawn a Blizzard, but I do have 2 of them in here. So I've got like a 1 in 11 chance of getting a Blizzard. And hopefully what my opponent does this turn is not so gigantic that I have to address it. Oh god, that actually is pretty gigantic. That's 6 power. Oh boy, I could be in trouble. Well, do I want to play this Taunter? It'll just die. I think we have to go for it here. We're going to play the Gadsden Auctioneer. He'll definitely trade one of these creatures for it. Let's draw a couple of cards off of it. And play Arcane Missiles.
Job's done.
Okay. Well, things are definitely not great, but he'll probably trade this guy in, or these 2 in for my Gadsden Auctioneer, because you really can't leave that around. I can play the Argent Commander next turn, kill something he plays, and maybe catch up. Alright, so he's going to trade in the things that were going to dead in my Fire Blast anyway. Swing for 6, which is getting me down kind of low, but I do have Cone of Cold and Polymorph, so I might be able to hang in there.
Back to work.
Oh, he's going to do a little buffing action, okay. I really need to draw Blizzard, actually. It's Blizzard or bust here. Cone of Cold doesn't quite do it. Oh, it's not Blizzard. I think I might just lose this game. I was too slow. What has he got? 3, 5, 7 damage. Arcanite Reaper finishes me off at this point. So what's my best chance for winning? My absolute best chance. Is it to Cone of Cold and play a Taunter? See, I can Cone of Cold these 3. No, I can Cone of Cold these 3. Play a Taunter. Stop this guy from attacking in? Question mark. Oh my gosh. I just can't imagine how that's really the best plan. Well, yeah, I think basically my only out here is to draw into my Blizzard. So this does make the most sense. I'm stopping this guy from attacking into me, at least as long as he doesn't have removal. And I'm sort of out of options here because Polymorph isn't super great against lots and lots of stuff. So basically my hope is that he will not put too much more on the board because he'll be afraid of Flame Strike. And I can then Blizzard him if I draw it. Now he has the Fiery War Axe. He's armoring before attacking, which is a mistake. But my start was just so slow, and his deck is just so good that it doesn't matter. He also he also forgot to attack with this guy. So this my opponent is pretty great. All right, let's go ahead and let's see, Arcane Missiles. I hope one of them hits this, and then the other 2 finish down. It's a bit of a tall order, but that's what I have to do. Do I want to play this first? No, because I'd really like to play this guy afterwards. So yeah, we're going to do this, and just hope for the best. Wow, that was almost as perfect as we could want. I killed 2 of his creatures, so I'm going to spend the rest of my mana on this guy. Kill off the thing that does the most damage. His Fiery War Axe does kill me now. But at least I bought myself a little bit of time. That's all we need, man. We just need a little bit of time. Actually, he's actually got card advantage against me. It's not like I have much going for me, but anyway, we'll see what we can do here. It's not over yet. It's possible he has just a bunch of like Trumper Nublets in his hand and doesn't have much to do, and it's possible that I'll draw Blizzard. So like it's possible. It's just not likely. Ah, he's gonna freeze me. Good play, sir. Good play. Okay. Well, he's going for the kill, which I can't blame him for. Cannot blame him at all. This freezing is really bad. It means I can't kill that thing this turn, which is sad. Fireball seems like a pretty good card. I'll have 4 mana left. Not enough to cast this guy. I think what makes the most sense then is play this.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Play
Someday
this.
I'll be just like you.
Fireball that. And let's hit this thing, so if he chooses to attack past me being aggressive, I can at least be guaranteed of killing this next turn. Most likely he will swing into my Sorcerer's Apprentices. Personally, I think it was, well, it depends. If he has an Arcanite Reaper, he was absolutely correct to swing past me with his Fiery War Axe. But if he doesn't have the Arcanite Reaper to finish me off, or like a Mortal Strike or something, or any kind of kill me now option, then it was a mistake not to kill this guy, because he has plenty of health. And he should have killed this guy while he had the chance. So let's see, does my opponent have the kill? Did he make the right play? We're about to find out.
Behold the might
Ah,
of
that's pretty good.
Thorwind.
This guy still dies to my Sorcerer's Apprentices, though, so he's making the right call here. He's swinging past me. Absolutely the right decision. Does he have anything else? Just armor up. You don't need to play anything else on the board. Just use the old armor Rooney. Oh, I really need Blizzard. Really need Blizzard here. Oh, that's not Blizzard. Ah. Okay. Well, here's what we have to do. First, let's see, can I do all? I can actually do all this. No, I can't. I have to be very careful. Let's see, I can polymorph this, Fire Blast it. That's 3 of my mana. So okay, we're definitely doing that. I think I have to do that. Just have to. Boink. I'm gonna trade this there. I'm gonna get greedy. Well, no, I'm actually not gonna get greedy because if he has Cleave. Oh my god, I should have played the Frostwolf Warlord first. Oops, I totally forgot about that. My bad. Alright, well, this guy's a little smaller than he should be. Let's actually go ahead and just trade. No need to be greedy there, keeping the creatures alive past the turn. Alright, so pretty much any charger, like a Kor'kron Elite, would just about kill me. I'm guessing he has an Arcanite Reaper. Ah, fuck you. Boo! I managed to get back in there with my awesome spells, but yeah, he just did my start was too slow, and he did too much damage to me with his early plays. And so that was the game. So yeah, my mana curve definitely bit me in the ass there. That turn 4 where I passed and did nothing, basically used hero ability and did nothing, that really killed me. If I had been able to play a creature down, it all might have been different. Nuts on the pony. Also, Blizzard would have brought me back in it as well. So anyway, it was a good game. Good game. Close. Even if he hadn't killed me exactly that turn, I was still dead the following turn. So can't complain. Soul Slayer's the Priest. That's a very priestly name. Ah, here we go. Here's some cards. Let's just keep all this stuff. You know what? Let's just keep it all. So, how likely is a Pint-Sized Summoner to survive on turn 2 against a Priest? Not super likely, to be honest. Hey, there's Blizzard. That's good. Not super likely. Priests have Holy Smite and Shadow Word Pain, plus, you know, the neutral charger and whatnot. But it's possible. It's not impossible, certainly. Let's see if we can bait one of those removal spells. And if he does use Shadow Word Pain on this, it's much better than him using it on the Bear or the Acolyte of Pain. Because this is, after all, a 2-mana creature, and these are 3-mana creatures. So it's nice when you can trade your removal that way. That is not what I was hoping for. Holy Smite did not work against these creatures, so the fact that he used it against my summoner is unfortunate. Also, he gets to have an extra mana to play that. Not my favorite play this, to be perfectly honest, because Naked Wolf is usually not that good. You can't benefit from it right away. But let's actually go ahead and do the greedy thing here. We'll play the Acolyte. So my hope is to swing in, draw a card, finish off with hero ability next turn. If he, you know, puts a Taunter in the way or something or other... Ah, well done, sir. Then I can just play the Bear. Or I can even play that guy. It just all kind of depends. Shadow Word... Oh, you fucker. You had both? Fucker. Alright. Well, he still just has a Naked Wolf, which I'm not super impressed with. Got both my Blizzards. Okay, my opponent might get very angry this game. So his Wolf actually survives against my guy, but that's fine, because next turn with 5 mana I can play the Grizzly and Fire Blast. I got nothing better to do anyway. Ah, he has a Taunt. What a punker nugget. Well... yes, don't pop my shield. That's not smart. I will let's proceed as planned then. Big Game Hunter not so good right here. Let's play the Taunt. Smack-a-doodle-doo. And kill. So I just did what he did, only I did it better. Booyah! Okay, let's see. He can swing in and then heal, but that'll only be at 3 health then, so I'll still be able to kill it. Divine Spirit. Oh Jesus, is he gonna do shenanigans? Ah, he's doing shenanigans. What a fucker. Ugh. Oh, wait, no. No, wait a minute. This is actually great. Oh, my opponent's gonna be so angry. Oh my god, he's gonna be so angry when I play this big game hunter. But first, let's freeze this. So I can put a 5/5 on the board. This is what I love about the Frost Elemental. Freezing creatures is actually really, really strong. It may seem like, oh, it's only temporary, but I mean, it's a really big deal. See, I could sneak a 5/5 under the board. If it didn't have that ability, I couldn't have played it. I would have had to play the big game hunter. Then I would have only had 3 mana left. Instead, I could play this, sneak a 5/5 onto the board. He spends 2 more mana healing it. That's priceless. Oh my god. Poor opponent. Thankfully, there are no Murlocs for him to munch. Do I want to play Blizzard here? It would kill the crab? Question mark? I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. So if I play Blizzard, it would freeze this wolf again, basically. And I could just keep attacking. That's an interesting choice. I could always play this guy next turn. If I play Blizzard, I can actually play this. Blizzard costs 4 mana. I'd have 1 mana left. It's interesting. I mean, I'm killing that wolf. Yeah, let's actually try this. I don't know if this is the correct play, but for education, we're just going to do this. So I'm going to play my Blizzard. I'm going to kill this guy to get rid of spell power in case he has Holy Nova. I don't want this thing to die. Although if I kill it, it dies anyway. Yeah, that's stupid reasoning. Okay, let's just swing past. So we're being very aggressive here. If he plays more stuff, I can Blizzard again, and then eventually I can play the big game hunter and kill the wolf. So basically, the strategy is if he doesn't kill my stuff, I freeze his stuff and just keep attacking. Ah, he has the Holy Nova. Okay, well, this guy was going to die anyway, because if I had attacked in, dealt and taken 2 damage, the Holy Nova would have killed him regardless. So it's not a big deal what just happened there. Okay, so I can Blizzard again, but this is that's a bit silly. So now we're going to play the big game hunter. Kill that. Now that this guy's no longer buffed, I can kill it. I think it makes sense to heal, so he's not dying to Holy Nova. I don't actually want to play this. That just dies to another Holy Nova. So let's not overextend against Holy Nova. Shoot him. That's turn. So I have a comfortable advantage here. I have 5 cards to his 3 and plus a really top tier removal spell. Situation seems good. Shadow Word Death. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Seems to be having some cards he can't use. I don't know what it would be that he wouldn't use with 5 mana. Interesting. Raid Leader also dies to Holy Nova, but I think if he had it, he would have played it. Let's keep the Ooze on tap. It's not a great creature, but I don't want it to die needlessly. Of course, because I didn't play it, I'm not dealing damage to him, so I'm killing him more slowly, but I figure with Blizzard up my sleeve, I have enough of an ace up my sleeve that I can finish him off. So basically, let's see if he plays Holy Nova. I mean, if he has it, he clearly would play it here, right? He obviously would play it. It would kill my whole board. So if he has a second Holy Nova, it would get played. He clearly doesn't have it. The Raid Leader made that guy dieable. That's really funny. Mind Blast! Oh, I'm glad he's playing that. That's a terrible card. Alright, well, he clearly doesn't have Holy Nova, so I'm going to play the Ooze. Frostbound Warlord. That makes the Ooze better. So now even if the Ooze dies, it did its job. My opponent's pretty much screwed because now even a Holy Nova doesn't save him unless he has like another Shadow Word Death from my Frostwolf. Or a Mind Control. He could Mind Control this thing, I suppose. But then I've got 4, 6, 7, 8 damage. He's got the Mind Control. Alright, fair enough, sir. Fair enough. And he's going to heal up. That's what he was waiting for. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Well, swing, 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 hit, and think. Frostwolf Warlord does not kill me. Priests really can't deal 11 damage. On top of that, if I Blizzard and I freeze him, that's a great move unless he has Holy Nova, in which case I lose. This just dies to Holy Nova, so there's no point in playing that. If I don't Blizzard this, he can attack me. He'll kill my most damaging creature, which is this, I think. Because if he does this, he drops an damage by 2. If he drops this, he drops an damage by 4. But he's still dead. If he plays a Taunter, I'm kind of screwed, because most Taunters will not die to a Blizzard. But then I will definitely want a Blizzard to buy myself more time. So basically, if I'm going to get unlucky, what I need to do is... Oh, man. I'm actually going to play this. So if he gets Holy Nova, I'm extra screwed. But if he doesn't and plays a taunt, I'm going to want the extra damage on the board to hopefully be able to push past the taunt. Alright, he's healing, and...
Behold the
Storm
might of
Champion?
Storm.
Not relevant. Alright, that's the game. That drops the amount of damage coming at him by 3, but it isn't enough. And that does not kill me. Alright, there we go. Boink. Whew, close game. Well, that was a very interesting start to the arena. I think we're going to pause the action right here. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and or subscribe. And if you are enjoying how the arena is going, then please stay tuned, and the rest of the arena is going to be coming up shortly.